What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. I'm glad to be here. I want to share with you guys in this video like how you can avoid losses and how you can increase your win rate. That sounds like two different things. They are actually completely two different things, but to me, if you're doing one thing, then you can increase both. Yeah. How we can do, very simple concept, guys. I'm not gonna teach you guys in this video strategy, but just for the sake of the video, yeah, I'm gonna tell you, like, for example, break and retest. Yeah, the price action will gonna come down, retest it, and you think it's gonna go up. Yeah, what you can do instead, yeah, you can just put it like that, put it like that. Yeah, 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. If you're gonna do that 100 times, you will see kind of on the average you will get like 50% win rate. That is gonna bounce from those zones. Yeah, just for the sake of video, I'm not telling you to trade like that, but I just telling you, like, statistically it should bounce like 50% of the time. 50% of the time is gonna be a drawdown. So basically you already a break-even trade. Everybody target is higher highs, or either 1 to 2, for example, just for the sake of this video. Yeah, what you can do instead, once it bounces a 1-to-1, because not all the time it's gonna come here and hit your TP right away. Yeah, sometimes it's gonna come here, mess around, and then just go down. Yeah, and hit your stop loss, and is another little loss on your record. Why? If you could just avoid that, and do the fact that you're avoiding this loss, it could be literally increasing your win rate. How? Very simple. You just take like 1-to-1. So for example, your target, you're saying, man, I'm gonna take my full TP right here. Yeah, from here to here is gonna be 182, or I'm gonna take 1 to 2. I want to take 1 to 2s. Yeah, very simple concept. Yeah, you're taking 1 to 2s, and once the price action bounce, kind of, yeah, let me just take this arrow. Once the price actually bounce, yeah, you don't know, because maybe it's gonna come up to here, yeah, and from here it's just gonna reverse and move down. Yeah, and then this particular trade is a loss. But you could avoid that, because if 50% of the time, maybe 60% of the time is gonna bounce, yeah, you guys, once it gets to 1-to-1 risk to reward, you just take 50% of the table, move your stop loss to break even. Very simple concept, guys. The reason why I'm saying that is just because even if the price action comes back to your entry point, you're gonna feel comfortable, because you still made money. You didn't make a lot of money, but you still made money. For example, you're risking $250. Yeah, it gets to 1-to-1 risk to reward. Here is $250. What you can do, sorry guys, what you can do, you're just gonna take 50% of the table, $125. Just take and put in your pocket. No worries. If the price action we're gonna move up, we're gonna hit you 1 to 2. Is a winning trade. Yeah, you're already on the win side. You know, so it doesn't really matter, guys, because you know a lot of traders, they tryna get as much money they can from one trade. You shouldn't focus like that. You just try to focus to be as precision as possible, to get as much possible win rate, and bro, just get the profits all the time. Get some profits, because like you will feel way more comfortable. I did that, and that helped me out, and I feel way more comfortable to trade like that. Yeah, my winners are smaller, but my win rate is bigger, and I got like less losing. But what actually mentally affects us is the losing streak. Why? If you can avoid like a lot of losing streaks, only due to the fact that it bounces a 1-to-1, and that's fine. You just take the 50% of the table and leave it alone. You just leave it a runner, like a 50% comes back, stops you out of break even, fine. You still made like half of what you risked and stopped you out to break even. So at the end of the day, you made some profit and you haven't lost. But in this case scenario, and I'm sure that this happens to you guys a lot of times, when you just enter a trade, goes to some profit, and then just turns back and just hit your stop loss. And you could say like, man, I could take like here or here, somewhere I could take the take profit, but I did not. And the problem is, guys, you can do that like 10 times in a row. To me, it happened like, man, like 5 times in a row. I was taking 1 to 1, 0.5%, coming back to break even, and just keep going lower. If, for example, I wouldn't do that, I would be stopped out like 10 times in a row, guys. 10 times in a row. That's crazy. That's crazy. So just try to implement that and you will see it changes radically. You will see it, guys. And comment down below if you tried, and comment down below if it works for you, and like this video just, for the YouTube purposes, or you can do wherever you want anyway.